Yeah. So, what you have to find? You have to find the point of discontinuity. Okay. Before going to point of discontinuity, we had discussed that as we had told you how to define or how we can modify the given definition. Correct? In function kottida way, how we can modify that particular definition. We had discussed. Okay. So we'll do it again just to make you refresh about the topics. Okay. So before actually going into the problem, first we'll define the when we say a function is continuous or not and x is equal to c. So you have to verify three conditions. F of c exists. Okay, f of c exists. Limit of f of x as x tends to c exists. Okay, if you have to say a function is continuous at a given point, you have to verify three conditions. The first one is f of c exists. The second one is limit f of x as x tends to c exists. The third one is whether both are equal, that is limit of f of x as x tends to c is equal to f of c. So these are the things which you have to verify. These things we have studied from past 4 days. Okay. So now if you see the function, it is defined in three different ways in like depending on the value of x. Okay. So what I have defined, f of x is equal to mod x plus 3 if x is less than or equal to minus 3. Correct? F of x is mod x plus 3 if x is less than or equal to minus 3. But we know the definition of mod x. What is the definition of mod x? Mod x is if you have mod x, what is its definition? It is x if x is greater than or equal to 0. What happens to mod x if x is less than 0? What happens to mod x if x is less than 0? It is minus x. Good student. So it is minus x. So here they have told x is less than or equal to minus 3. Correct? X is less than or equal to minus 3. Which means obviously, okay, okay, so which means x is less than 0 also. Correct? So what we can do, instead of mod x, what we can write here? Instead of mod x, what we can write? We can write minus x plus 3. Correct? We can write minus x plus 3. So now your definition is modified into f of x is equal to minus x plus 3 if x is less than or equal to minus 3 and minus 2x if x lies in between minus 3 less than x less than 3, and it is 6x plus 2 if x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so now your function is modified in this way. So x less than or equal to minus 3 means the interval is minus infinity to minus 3. Okay, x less than or equal to minus 3 means the interval is minus x to minus 3. Okay, don't scribble on the screen. Okay, so then we have if x is in between minus 3 and 3, that is open interval minus 3 and 3, which means minus 3 is not included and 3 is not included. Okay, in between minus 3 ಮತ್ತು 3 ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ values ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the function is minus 2x, and if it is greater than or equal to 3, that is 3 comma infinity, then the function is 6x plus 2. Hope you have understood the definition of the function. Hope you have understood this definition. Yes. Okay. So we'll move on to the problems. So as I told you earlier, you have to discuss 5 cases. So which are those 5 cases, students? Which are those 5 cases which you have to discuss? One is c less than minus 3 you have to discuss. Okay, c less than minus 3. Then c in between minus 3 and 3. Okay, c in between minus 3 and 3. C equal to minus 3. C is equal to 0 is not needed. Okay, Sahana, C is equal to 0 is not needed. And then C greater than 3. Okay, C greater than 3. One more is C is equal to 3. So this is the second case. This is the third case. This is the fourth case. And this is the fifth case which you have to discuss. Okay, C less than minus 3. C is equal to minus 3. C in between minus 3 and 3, C greater than 3, and C is equal to 3. So these are the things which you have to discuss. So what I'll do, since the screen is very small, as I discussed first case, you take a screenshot or make a note of it. Okay, later I erase it. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so to begin with, case 1. Case 1. If, what is case 1? What is case 1, students? If x is equal to c, that is less than minus 3. Okay, if x is equal to c is less than minus 3. Okay, then what is f of c? Which definition we have to use if c is less than minus 3? Which definition we have to use, students? Which definition we have to use? If c is less than minus 3, the first one. So which means wherever you have x, you have to replace it by c. So you'll get minus c plus 3. Since c less than minus 3 is a finite value, this is defined. Correct? C less than minus 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ minus 3 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ minus 3 plus 3 ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಸಾರಿ, minus c plus 3 ಏನಾಯ್ತು? Again a real number. So this definitely exists. Okay, this definitely exists. Then what you have to find? Limit of f of x as x tends to c. So that is limit of f of x is minus x plus 3, because your c is less than minus 3. That is minus c plus 3. Clearly this also exists because this is a polynomial. So by 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what you can see? From 1 and 2, both are equal. That is f of c is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to c. Therefore, hence f is continuous. Hence f is continuous at x less than minus 3. Okay, x is continuous at x less than minus 3. Did everyone get the answer? Everyone have got the answer, right? Okay, so we'll go for the second case then. Second case, case 2. Okay, so case 2. What is case 2? Case 2 is let c is equal to minus 3. Okay, let c is equal to minus 3. Then what is f of minus 3? What is the answer? What is the answer of f of minus 3? What is the answer of f of minus 3? Is it 0 or 6? So we have to use the first definition. Okay, first definition says if f of x is minus x plus 3. Okay, we have to use the first definition, minus x plus 3. So we have to put in place of x minus 3. So minus of minus 3 plus 3. So it is minus into minus is plus, 3 plus 3 is 6. It's not 0, it is 6. X ಇರುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ minus 3 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಮೈನಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. X ಇರುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ minus 3 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. Okay, so minus into minus becomes plus. So plus 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 is a definite number. So clearly f of minus 3 exists. Okay, now whether we have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit over here, students? Do we have to check? You cannot write shortly that the function is continuous. Okay, you just check. Okay, whether we have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit over here? Yes, because yake if this is minus 3, less than minus 3 idaga function eno minus x plus 3, greater than minus 3 idaga function minus 2x ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಟು ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ minus 3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ minus 3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ minus 3 ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು the value is minus 2x. minus 3 ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ minus x plus 3 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಲಿಮಿಟ್ f of x as x tends to minus 3 from the left. Okay, as x tends to minus 3 from the left. Left ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ minus 3 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. So which definition we have to use for f of x? Which definition? The first definition you have to use. So that is minus x plus 3 as x tends to minus 3 from the left. So that is, you apply x is equal to minus 3. So this is approximately equal to minus of minus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So your left hand limit is 6. So now you have to find what is right hand limit. So which definition we have to use for the right hand limit? Second definition. Good. Yakant helidre now minus 3 ginta ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುವ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ನ ಹತ್ರದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. So we have to take second definition. So it is positive limit minus 2x as x tends to minus 3 from the right. This sign is left or right anta symbolize ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. Okay, this sign symbolizes whether we are finding left hand limit or right hand limit. Okay, so that is minus 2 into minus 3. What is minus 2 into minus 3? It is 6. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, correct? Minus into minus is plus, 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, so left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Okay, so what that does mean? Limit exists. Good. Left hand, my students are very intelligent. Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So that means limit f of x as x tends to 3 minus 3 is equal to 6. Okay. So from 1 and 2, what we can conclude? From 1 and 2, what we can conclude, students? It is continuous. F is continuous at x is equal to minus 3. At x is equal to minus 3, the function is continuous. Okay. Have you taken this? Did you take down? Okay, fine. Just take a screenshot if you can't write it so fast. Okay. Okay. So case 3. What is case 3? Case 3. X lies in between minus 3 and 3. So let x is equal to c and x lies between minus x, so x less than 3 greater than minus 3. Okay. So now what is f of c? Which definition I have to use for the function? ಇಲ್ಲಿ value of x ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? minus 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಯ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. minus 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಯ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ which definition we have to use? The second definition. Sorry. So that is minus 2c. Okay. Clearly this exists. Okay. Fine. Then you have to check what is limit f of x as x tends to c. So that is limit. What is f of x? F of x is nothing but minus 2x as x tends to c. So that is minus 2c. Okay. Minus 2c. Minus 2c. Okay. So from 1 and 2, what you can conclude, students? From 1 and 2, this is approximately equal to minus 2c. So from 1 and 2, what you can conclude? F of c is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to c. So f is continuous. F is continuous at x is equal to 3 c, where your c lies in between minus 3 and 3. Okay, so this is the third case. So what is the fourth case? Have you taken? So those who have joined today, okay, those who have joined today, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನೋ ಇದು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. What you can do is you can just go to the YouTube and check the definitions and all those things so that it will be clear for you. Okay, because others are like regular, they are understanding what we are doing. Okay. Okay. So next, what is the fourth case, students? What is the fourth case? At c is equal to 3. Okay. So the fourth case is c is equal to 3. So case 4 at c is equal to 3. So what is f of 3? Which definition I have to use? What is f of 3? What is f of 3? Third definition. Okay, that is 6 into 3 plus 2. What is it? What is 6 into 3 plus 2? What is the f of 3? The value? Value, it is 20. 6 into 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Okay. 6 into 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Students, you have to take down. Okay. In ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು simultaneously. Okay. Okay. Now, so whether we have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit over here, whether we have to check, okay, we have to find what is left hand limit and right hand limit. Why? Because if it is greater than 3, then the function is 6x plus 2. If it is less than 3, then the function is minus 2x. So we have to find what is left hand limit and right hand limit. So what is left hand limit? It is limit f of x, okay, x tends to 3 from the left. So when I'm talking about x tends to 3 from the left, you're taking values less than 3. Okay, you're taking values less than 3. So when you're taking values less than 3, what will be the definition of f of x? It is nothing but the second definition, correct? So it is limit 2x minus 2x as x tends to 3 from the left. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Minus 2 into 3 is equal to minus 6. So your left hand limit is minus 6. Okay, coming to the right hand limit. Right hand limit. Good students, you are getting the answer. Limit of f of x as x tends to 3 from the right. Right anta helidre 3 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ immediate next value consider ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, we are considering immediate next value. So which is greater than 3. So when x is greater than 3, which definition I have to use, students? The third definition, that is limit 6x plus 2 as x tends to 3 from the right. So what is the answer? It is 6 into 3 plus approximately it is equal to 20. So whether left hand limit is equal to right hand limit? Whether left hand limit is equal to right hand limit? No, both are not equal. If they are not equal, what we can conclude? Which condition failed for the continuity from the definition of continuity? The second condition is failed. So limit does not exist. Limit f of x as x tends to 3 does not exist. Okay, does not exist. So what does that mean, students? F is not, or it is discontinuous. It is discontinuous at x is equal to 3. F is discontinuous at x is equal to 3. You can take a screenshot. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So can we move on? Have you taken the screenshot? Okay. Next. We'll go for the next question. Okay. Not the next question, sorry. Next case. Case 5. So can anyone tell me what happens with case 5? Whether it is continuous or not? This one I won't do because I have done 4 cases. 5th case is you have to work it out. What happens with 5th case? It is continuous. Good student. So you know the answer, correct? So 5th case means it is continuous. Case 5 you have to solve. I have done 4 cases. Case 5 is very similar. Okay, you can do it. Okay, fine students. So we'll move on to the next question. This was a homework question. Did you get the answer for this question? Did you get the answer for this question? Sorry, this one. What? No. It was very similar, students. I'll just define the function, okay? Function define ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. Rest of the things you have to do. This is very easy, students. This you cannot leave. Okay, okay. So what is f of x? F of x is x by mod x if x is less than 0 minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, I'll just define it. Once it is defined, you can understand, right? Okay. So now, if you take the first definition, so what it is f of x is equal to x by mod x if x is less than 0. Okay. So we know what is mod x if x is less than 0. What is mod x if x is less than 0? What is mod x? It is minus x. So ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ mod x ನ ಬದಲು we can write it as minus x. So x by minus x is equal to minus 1. So what happens for your f of x? F of x is now change to -1 if x is less than 0, and it is -1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. What kind of function is this, students? What kind of function is it? What kind of function? X 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ್ರೂ -1, x greater than or equal to 0 ಆದ್ರೂ -1. What is this function? Good, Subramanya. It is a constant function. It's not modulus function. It is a constant function. F of x is -1. x 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ್ರೂ -1, x 0 ಅಥವಾ 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೂ -1. Correct? So which means this is constant function. So what about constant function? Whether it is continuous or not? Whether it is continuous or not? It is continuous. Yes. Good. Okay. Okay. So such a easy question you had. Okay. So we'll move on to the next question. I think this I have given as homework. Was this a homework question? Was this a homework question? No. I think this you can solve. This is very easy. You can take it as a homework. This is very easy. Similar to the things which we have discussed. Okay. You can take it, right? You can solve this. Take a screenshot of this question. This you can solve as homework question. Okay. Okay, students. Okay. So we'll move on. Okay. This is your next question. The question is, the previous question was nothing but you have to check the continuity only. Aita continuity check madlike iruvanthadu idu sa. You have to check. This was a continuous question. Next one. Okay. So what is the question? What is the question? You have to discuss the continuity. Okay. You have to discuss the continuity. F of x is 3 if x is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, and it is 4 if x lies between 1 and 3, and it is 5 if it lies between 3 and 10. This is similar to the question which we discussed today, which I had given as homework. Okay. So can anyone tell me how many cases you have to discuss? How many cases you have to discuss? Can anyone tell me? 5 cases. Okay. Which are those 5 cases? Okay, someone has told me we have to discuss 5 cases. So which are those 5 cases? Okay, 5 cases is fine. Which are those 5 cases? Okay, less than. Okay, in between 0 and 1 you have to take the first case. Okay, case 1 is in between 0 and 1. Okay, 0 less than or equal to 1, strictly less than 1. Okay, case 1 is you have to take in between 0 and 1, because we are not considering x less than 0. Okay, 0 matte 1 ina naduve iruvanthad matra tagondirodu. So case 1 is you have to check for 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. Case 2 is, what is case 2? What is case 2, students? X is equal to 1, c is equal to 1 is the case 2. What is case 3? Case 3 is 1 less than 3, c less than 1. What is case 4? Case 4 is, what is case 4? What is case 4, students? It is c is equal to 3. And what is case 5? Case 5 is 3 less than x less than c less than or equal to 10. So these are your 5 cases. Okay, these are your 5 cases. Can anyone tell me, just by looking at the function, out of these 5 cases, which is very obvious that those are continuous? Can anyone tell me? Just make a rough calculation, just do the mind work. Can anyone tell me, out of these, which are the cases which is continuous and which are the cases which is not continuous? Ishton problems ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ. So you'll be knowing. So what about case 2? Whether it is continuous or not? You have to tell me. Okay, first we'll start with continuous. Okay, so which are the continuous cases here? Which are the continuous cases? check properly, students. Which are the continuous cases? Continuous ಆಗುವಂತದ್ದು ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? We'll see who will give me the proper answer. No, case 4. Check whether case 4 is continuous. Case 4 is not continuous. Yaki heli? What is the left hand? Yes, first one is continuous. Good. First one is continuous. Because first one alli ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, it is a constant function, correct? ಈ value in the naduve f of c is 3 and limit of f of x is also 3 in first case. Okay, so it is continuous. Okay, 1 and 5, yeah, 1 and 5 is continuous. What about case 3? What about case 3? See, I'll give you hint. You have to tell me how you have got the answer. You can send me the answer. So first, third and fifth cases are continuous. Okay, first, third and fifth cases are continuous, and second and fourth case are discontinuous. Okay, you have to send me the answer. This is a very simple homework question. Okay, you have to tell me the answer. Okay, first, third and fifth. I have told you the answer also. You just have to send me the answer. How you will get it at is it has to be continuous or not. Okay, fine. So case 1, case 3, case 5 are continuous. 2 and 4 are discontinuous. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. Even the next question is similar. Okay, next question is also similar. What you have to find? You have to find the continuity. No need of taking at x is equal to 10 and x is equal to 0. Okay, in the previous question, no need of taking at x is equal to 10 and x is equal to 0. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0 ದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನು ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ 10 ಮತ್ತೆ 10 ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 10 ಗಿಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 0 and 10 ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ 10 ನಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯೋರ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆರ್ 5 cases. Is it clear, Dikshita? Okay, next question. Okay, fine. Next question. I can find some 2 people. Okay. Okay, so this is your next question. So what is your next question? Sorry. Okay, so this is your next question. F of x is, wait a minute. F of x is okay, students have made a mistake in the question. You just correct it. It is 2x if x is less than 0. Okay, I'll write the question again. You can just take it out. F of x is 2x if x is less than 0, and it is 0 if x lies in between 0 and 1, and it is 4x if x is greater than 1. Okay, so this is the question. There is slight mistake in the question. This is 0. Okay, if x is less than 0, function is 2x. If x is greater than, if x lies in between the interval 0, 1, then it is 0. And if x is greater than 1, then it is 4x. Okay, whether I have to discuss this question or will you take it as homework? Can you take this question as homework? How many cases you have to discuss here? Can anyone tell me that? Because once you know the cases, it is very easy. How many cases? 3 or 4 or 5? Okay, some are giving 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, what is the first case? What is first case? Case 1. What is case 1? What is case 1? C less than 0. Yes, first case is C less than 0. Okay, what is the second case? We can see C 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ, 0 ಅಥವಾ 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ. So what is the second case? At C is equal to 0 you have to check. Okay, at C is equal to 0 you have to check. Why? Because 0 ದ ಅಕ್ಕ ಪಕ್ಕ functions change ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ function is 2x. When it is greater than 0, the function is 0. Correct? So you have to check for 0 also. There is a change in the function. Therefore, at c is equal to 0, you have to check. What will be the third case? 0 less than c less than 1. So this is your third case. In between 0 and 1. Andre open interval 0 and 1 nalli check ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. What is case 4? Case 4 is c is equal to 1 and case 5 is c greater than 1. Okay, these are your 5 cases. C less than 0 because x less than 0 ಇರುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So at that point you have to check whether it is continuous or not. Equal to 0, why? Because to the left of 0 the function is 2x and to the right of 0 the function is 0. Okay, so you have to check that c is equal to 0. Case 3 is in between 0 and 1 because 0 ಮತ್ತೆ 1 ಇನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So in between 0 and 1 you have to check whether the function is continuous or not. Even if you take c is equal to 1, okay, if you take c is equal to 1, why we have to consider this case? Because to the left of 1 the function is 0. Left of 1 andre x less than 1 idaga function is 0 and x greater than 1 adaga function is 4x. So there is a change in the definition of the function. Therefore you have to check c is equal to 1 and c greater than 1. So in total you have to find 5 cases. Those who have got 3 cases, those who have got 4 cases, you might have known where you have gone wrong, which case you had excluded. Okay, so you can check one. Yeah, first one is continuous, third one is continuous and fifth one is continuous. You just have to check with the second and the fourth case. Okay, fine. Will you take it as homework? Second is not continuous. Okay, fine. You take it as homework. This is such a simple questions. Okay, so far we have discussed so many questions, so this will be easy for you to do. Okay, next question. This is also similar kind of question. Okay, this is also similar kind of question. Fine. So remember, whatever the homework questions I have given, I won't give it in the notes because it is your responsibility to write, answer those questions. You don't have to expect me to write all those things in the notes. Whatever problems I have discussed as classwork, only those things will be in the notes. Okay. Okay. So this question also you can take it as homework. You just tell me what are the cases. Rest of the things you by now you will be like very familiar. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can tell me now. I can discuss one of those things. Okay. So how many cases this particular function has? F of x is minus 2 if 5 cases. Good. X less than or equal to minus 1. It is 2x if x lies between minus 1 and 1, and it is 2 if x is greater than 1. So 5 cases. Okay, so now you are very quick. So which are those 5 cases? Which are those 5 cases, students? What is case 1? Case 1 is c less than minus 1. Case 1 is c less than minus 1. What is case 2? C is equal to minus 1. Yes, good. What is case 3? What is case 3? In between minus 1 and 1. Okay. Case 3 is in between minus 1 and 1. Case 4 is, what is case 4? C is equal to 1 and case 5 is C greater than 1. Okay. Case 5 is C greater than 1. Okay. Take down these cases and check whether it is continuous at these points or not. Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll stop the class here. We'll stop the class here. After this, you have one question and then we'll go for the algebra of continuous functions. Okay, so that needs some time. Okay, so we'll stop the class over here.